term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll try the run. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, we expect that in the Big Ten Conference, but now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Running back searching for a hole. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Now he's looking to throw it. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? The first.
He's got it on the left. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Lewis wants to pass. It's caught. And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's great. Touchdown, Oregon! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And after that touchdown, you can barely hear yourself think. Autzen Stadium, one of the most special places in all of college football and easily one of the loudest stadiums, is now going off. We've all called games here before. We love coming to Eugene. This place is magic, and it's because of these fans.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to pull it on the read. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to. And instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball, man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over from the moment the ball left his hand.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run. And they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Skips away from pressure. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Now facing a third and long. Lewis to throw. Fires it. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
And we've called his name a lot, and that's interception number 6. That's 6. He just continues to find ways to find the football and make plays for this defense.
Finds his man in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Overton. Breaks into the open. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Looking for the goal line. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
The Vols have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tennessee. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive, and then quickly went to Pop with a pick on the second one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with this third possession.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Snagged in the middle. It's Pena. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. If you're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Spits it out to the back. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
And the Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Lewis wants to pass. Gets open down the middle. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Rush is on him. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Bray. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
You know, that play right there shows me that the quarterback has a plan. He had no hesitation. The defense was bearing down on him. He got hit on that play, but he knew where his running back was. He got it out to him quick, and as a result, they avoided the negative play in second.
Caught over the middle. It's Bray there to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. The Ducks will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Boots' first of the day away was called on 4 times in the victory last week. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
To pass. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Here comes the offense on second down. They'll run it from the gun. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Staley. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
We know this defense loves to play a lot of zone coverage, so you're seeing this offense now attacking that. They're letting the receivers find the soft spots in the zones so they can advance the football.
And the Vols will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Grab behind the line. It's Charles. Touchdown, Vols! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Man, it's so nice to have guys out wide that you just trust that you can feed the football, and this guy will do the rest, will cross that goal line, will take care of you, make you look like a genius. That's that kind of guy right there.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job on the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
To the ground and try to move the chains. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the first down.
Off play action on first down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Completes it in the middle. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Caught behind the line. It's Overton. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They just keep firing. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on him. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little kick route, trying to get my guy open.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide out, trying to get it in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. 4th down and goal from the 3. The playbook is pretty much wide open here. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Lewis to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Cox. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Ducks are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to bully their way for the first. down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on third down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these third downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
But I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On the move to his left. Lets it fly on the move. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, the defense is waking up now, right? The first drive, they allowed a touchdown. They were a bit scrambled. They kind of all got together, rallied on the sideline. They've been pretty lights out since. Forced a punt on the last possession. They've now got the offense set up in 4th down again. Great job there. Pass defense, 3rd down. This defense now starting to put it together.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. The Volunteers racing to the line in the hurry up. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Staley. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers!
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas.
What you talking about, man?
This a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This
what you
offense
talking about? Rollouts,
beautifully.
scrambles.
You're gonna have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Nigga, that's not an instant rollout. Was when you know that your 3rd down play you just did. That 3rd down play you just did is considered an instant rollout because you just drop back and then you roll out to the side of your play. You threw the ball. I ran the ball. That's the difference.
At a breathtaking pace. They're up by 20 over Texas Tech.
If you run it, you straight.
Changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. They get him down at the 36. It will be a 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's 1st down from the 36. Lewis wants to pass. Under fire. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He might want another play. They'll run play action. Going to take a shot at this DB. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
The Ducks send out the punt unit.
Number 18 in punt formation to kick it away.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Lewis to throw. Dances away. Fires on the move. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. That's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. They love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Ducks will line up to kick off and start the second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. So here is the Tennessee offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Motion from the wide receiver. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got his man downfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get to third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat in second down?
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Fires on the move. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Lewis wants to pass. Soft spot in the middle. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
I love that play call. And quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Quarterback making checks. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Pena. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Pocket breaking down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
Gonna swing it on second down. Catch in the middle, it's caught. And he's dragged down.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you could just, boom, put it on a line, it's really nice to have that.
The Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
It has just been that kind of day for this guy. 4 picks now thrown in this game. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. He just hasn't been throwing the football accurately. This is a game he would like to soon forget.
And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Power football with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
The play action fake. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Hunt is on its way. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Might be calling a hot route. Lewis to throw. Steps away. Rolling, throwing, looking right. He's got it on the outside. What a nice throw there, just carving up the defense. You make these types of passes downfield, and reminds me of Justin Herbert just carving up Arizona State for nearly 5 bills.
Yeah, just making big plays in the passing game. This offense is built on the run. It always has been. It always will be. That's what the Ducks hang their hat on, but making those explosive plays down the field when the defense slips up and loses a little bit of eye discipline.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
He wants to throw it again. Looking to the big tight end. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Bringing the heat. Hit as he throws. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Yeah, you're on the other side of the 50, too. And you're down by more than 17. Thanks. So.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
From the gun, running back on the move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to get it through the air. A little screen to the running back. Touchdown, Tennessee! And the route is on. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Man, this defense has their hands full. They're dealing with a quarterback that is pinpoint accurate, making good decisions, and they're dealing with a wide receiving group that has a lot of speed and some burners on the perimeter. They might want to think about playing some more zone coverage moving forward. That's now 3 passing TDs they've allowed.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Texas A&M is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Johnny Manziel, and they are right back in this. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Florida State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it.